Let's go Alpha X.
Alpha X, boys! We're gonna pull out the FGC cheering.
Fuck H box.
That was so rude.
It's so bad, dude. It gets
That
rough.
was awful. Man, I lost it when I saw that.
Dude, I think everyone has banned Automaton. I don't think I've seen this on stream or played this.
I think one of them played it.
Okay.
And it definitely was not on stream.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Not a bad cannon rushing map. All right, no.
starting in the semi-bottom left, we have Lingboy, Alpha X.
And in the semi-top right, playing the purple Zerg. Ooh. Oh, he actually told me about this, is Aspidistra. But he's going to go for 4 spine crawlers in his base. With a few
Is it
lings.
the March of the Giraffes?
Yeah, it's basically.
Yes, I love the March of Giraffes.
It's very similar to that. So he's going to try to take a path so that
He's trying to get away from those
Lingboy does
overlords.
not see that, yeah. It's honestly kind of nice being ZVZ because like when you send out your overlord, you kind of know exactly like where they are on the map.
Exactly.
You just do like that mirror.
You always know it's going to be ever so slightly different.
Yeah. Just make sure they're
Group
together.
them up.
So as long as he can kind of get up in here
The Great Migration
and
has
start
started.
right there, he
These-
should be able to do it outside of the vision. We're gonna follow Lingboy.
What shocks me is that Lingboy didn't send his overlord down to his natural. His second overlord just.
Oh,
is
and you
going
can see it in his
straight
mini
across.
map. I don't know if he's noticed it, but in the mini map you can see those spines starting. He definitely has not noticed it yet. Oh, it's right there.
Yes,
It's
you can
just
see it
barely-
just
you can
out of
see-
the
yeah, you can
corner.
see it
It's
right
being
there.
covered by the UI.
It doesn't. I don't think he's noticed it yet.
Oh
He's
my
just doing his
gosh.
macro things.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna just trust that he's gonna be honest. I mean, he's like, yeah, he'll be honest. I just want him to look.
He doesn't.
He
You have to
over
look.
it.
You have to have
look.
seen it. Oh no.
Oh my god! There he's like,
And his pool. GG. Just GG.
Excuse me. What?
Has he still not noticed it? How?
Oh no,
is-
he is. He,
Okay, there we go,
No,
now.
he's noticed it. But they're moved. It's time, boys. It's time to run.
Oh, and he can get if he can get this pool, dude. What do you even do? You can't even
If he
build
gets the pull, it's
links.
GG. There's no way. His
gonna
only
s-
hope would be, I mean, mass spine crawlers. I don't know. Spine crawler v spine crawler.
Dog.
I don't know.
I
This is
think
disgusting.
Aspidistra got this first
This
game.
is disgusting.
I think he just
This is
wins.
so dirty.
Oh, let's go.
This is just such a middle finger.
the cannon rushing of ZVZ.
This is what happens when you infect
Bring
the
in
world
that-
with cheese.
that cheese
First,
culture.
I do a timing attack to start it off, and then it just goes downhill.
You created this
What
cheese
is this
culture.
game?
Oh, I think Lingboy's attacking his own spines.
Oh my
Lingboy's
God.
spine took out his own spine.
He's definitely tilting from this. Yeah, he's shook.
I mean, just
I would
you
be
have
too.
to GG,
Let's
right?
do it. GG, well played. And game 1.
And if Aspidistra takes 3 more games, because we're doing a best of 7 rather than like the reset,
Well, no
We'll
matter what,
see.
they would
would've
need
had
4 games.
Yeah, he would need 4 games.
It's just Lingboy would need to get.
he would only need 2
yeah, he'd
rather
only
than
need
having
the 2, but
to get 4.
personally, I like the idea of doing the grand finals as a best of 7 because it puts it a bit
It's-
more of a oh crap moment. Like if I go down 3 games in a row,
It's
like
weird
oh
that
no.
Lingboy doesn't get anything for being in winners though, or like for not losing a set, you know?
Well, a lot of times that does happen as far as like the regular bracket. When you have an 8-person bracket, at least in like WCS, how they have everything split into different sections. So you have group stage, round robin,
Yeah.
and then the finals bracket is like top 8, and it's just one bracket, and that's all you get. So no matter what, that would be. We did double elimination, but it still would fall into this. Is still kind of standard.
Almost like this is like a top 2,
Yeah,
and then like
exactly.
the top 2 just kind of resets. Yeah. When we do like the whole thing with double elim, it seems a little bit weird, but in the
That's
top
fine.
left, down 1-0. There's the blue Zerg, Lingboy.
And in the bottom right, he's up 1-0. He's got that fancy Hydralisk little decal sitting there on the bottom. He went for the cheesiest of cheese, the great migration of the giraffes. It is Aspidistra. Air horns. But anyway, this is a map that I personally have banned. So.
Wait, what is? Oh, it's the Cyber Forest.
So I personally really hate where your third and or fourth is. That giant open area right there is disgusting against Terran. They can just siege
I can
right
see
behind.
that. Yeah, right here.
So they can siege right there, and then also there's some rocks that are over to the right.
Wait, farther than that?
Right
Oh,
there.
these?
Yeah. So if you take that as your
Oh,
third, siege
okay.
tanks can just line up right there and just blast everything.
Yep, I could see that being pretty annoying.
Yeah. So
As far as cannons go, you can get a cannon here.
it's a decent
Gateway
cannon
it.
map. It's just getting in the main is difficult, mostly because of how tiny the main is.
Yeah.
Main base being as small as it is makes it really difficult to set up and not get noticed.
Yeah, but when I cannon rush, you can notice. It's
You know what cheese I would like to see you do? The old-fashioned Heart of the Swarm SOSs, 2 gateways proxied in your opponent's main.
I have not seen that. That is interesting.
You just make zealous.
I've seen
You just run the minute the game starts. You run a
Get a
probe
probe.
directly to their main, stick it in the darkness, drop a pylon.
Neeb has done a 4-gate against Zerg with just mass zealots before, which I enjoyed very much. He proxied it like around like the 3rd or 4th base.
That is so gross.
And then once he has 4 zealots, like it doesn't matter what they build, you
It's
just
like, no,
destroy
you're
anything.
dead. That's so gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Protoss is disgusting.
Such a good race.
It's just it's so weird. It throws me off. You would think Zerg, of all the races, would be the most cheesy, obnoxious race.
Wait, why do you think they'd be the most cheesy?
They're the ones with the whole term Zerg Rush. They're the ones who pioneered that. So you would think, oh, it'll be Zerg that causes
I feel
this.
like-
And then Protoss goes, hold my beer.
Yes, I feel like Zerg rushing is almost just like, oh, he's trying to get that. Okay, I was like, is this another really weird build of like,
March of the Queens.
yeah, right?
Brenda.
Oh, he really
Brenda.
wants this.
Brenda, go get my purse.
What?
Oh, Winter.
Okay, okay.
He calls the Queens Brenda. Oh my
All right,
God.
this game looking a slightly bit more normal.
This looks like an actual game now. Oh, that queen is gonna.
Oh,
she
25?
lives.
And then you can do the transfuse
He's
eventually.
just like, hey, Brenda, get out of the way.
Yeah, switch places with me, Brenda.
I got this, Brenda. Don't worry. Don't worry about this. We good. But that's a lot of lings. I might die too, Brenda.
Ooh, but the wall's too good.
I'm gonna sacrifice myself for the greater good.
You're only gonna get 2 lings at a time actually being able to hit that queen, and he's building this backup wall.
Oh, the transfuse! Staying
yeah, that's
alive.
just too much. And Aspidistra might be putting a little too many resources into this
Yeah.
push.
He really wants a 2 base, but I mean, Lingboy, all he has to do, get some banelings. He gets some banelings out, and depending on the micro,
I mean, if he just doesn't die, like,
yeah, he's in a
economy-wise,
great place.
he should be fine. Ooh, but speaking of
There's
Banes,
the 4 Banes
Aspidistra
from
gonna go for it.
Aspidistra.
Well, Lingboy does not have a wall, but does have the Ling count, just barely. Oh, he got in.
Oh, that group just kind of gets on in. Honestly, yeah, he's gonna make them into banelings. And then he's gonna be like, hey, something's odd. I don't trust you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill
Yep,
those.
one down. Yep, got them both. They were canceled though, which is a little bit, silver lining.
So when they die, they do auto cancel that. When
Oh,
they're
they
still
do.
in the
Oh,
game.
okay. It's like building, producing a unit. When
Yeah.
it dies, you just get the
Or
cancel.
like if the War Prism dies, it refunds it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But they're these
Nice micro.
these banelings are just saying, hey guys, how's it going? This will probably get a little bit gross. The baneling.
Oh,
The queen is so close. Oh my god, it's so like
Oh,
Brenda,
and
no!
those Banes?
Oh, my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Oh my god.
Those
the
Lings.
Banelings. That queen is still alive.
Jesus.
5 health.
Oh my god. Yeah, that mini Ling wall was
Oh my
really good.
gosh. Oh, she
All right,
finally
Queen
dies.
finally goes down.
Ooh, decent Baneling
And
hit.
Aspidistra,
Oh,
yeah, Aspidistra with the Ling advantage heavily. I guess Lingboy does have a decent amount of Banes though, which
Yeah,
could change that instantaneously.
This is the scariest part of ZVZ. The dance
Just
of
the
death.
micro battles, yeah.
The dance of death that is Lingbane. So volatile. One wrong move, you lose your entire army.
Look at that.
Go ahead and look at Aspidistra. Point of view. Look at this micro. He's just splitting off his units correctly. This is.
And he's still macroing back at home, which is really good.
Can
Because
we pull up his production real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just making. Yeah,
Oh, more Lings, I
he's just
guess.
going for Lings. He really wants this. The Spire is almost done. He's
He's gonna
switching
get a
into
Roach
roaches,
Warren.
but I don't know. That might be too late. Because Lingboy can just get a ton of. I mean,
Yeah,
two
once he
base
gets some
Muta is
mutas
slow.
out, it's gonna be rough.
Two base Muta is really slow, but at the same time, roaches can't shoot up.
And he's just starting the Roach Warren, so like Roach will be out
We have 3 Mutas already
way
out.
later. Yeah.
4 going for 4. He's just gonna go for a bunch of Mutas. This will be.
This should be
This should be a very interesting
Lingboy's
fight. Lingboy's definitely.
game. It's his to lose, really. I think
really
at this
is.
point, now that he has the Spire up and the Roach Warren is just now finishing up.
I would like to mention the inconsistency that is with these skins. The buildings catch on fire. With Terran, that means it's taking damage.
Yeah, it actually gets
For
hurt during
Zerg,
that.
it's just there.
Just a visual effect.
Yeah. So.
All right, the
He
mutas
does show
have
the
been
mutas.
seen. Yeah.
So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna put down some spore crawlers?
I feel like you
We
got
gonna
to.
see
Right
a-
now, he
we
just
gonna
has
see a
roaches
little
in
bit of spore
production.
crawler? That's really close to your front door, buddy.
Yeah, he's not really reacting very well.
He
He's
has
got
a bunch of
queens.
He does have pretty good defense with that. He doesn't have
But
any queens back home.
They're not
There's
going
the
to
spore
be
crawlers.
fast enough to like defend all of this.
Yeah, but he is getting spore crawlers now. And the expansion is going down.
Probably just have to cancel that, right?
Yeah, I would assume he's going to go ahead and cancel that. You go ahead and
He's
put
going
it
to try
back.
to push across the map, maybe try to force the mutas to come home.
Yeah, I would think that would have to be his option. I'm not too sure what it is Lingboy has back home.
He should
Oh,
have
he didn't
canceled
cancel it.
that.
That is 300 minerals lost.
Yeah. Oh, but he is
Yikes.
getting
Oh,
a
but
cancel of his own.
is he gonna
Lingboy's
cancel?
going to
Yeah, he's
cancel
gonna
it, though,
cancel it.
yeah. So he loses 75 mineral as opposed to 300.
A much better trade.
Yeah. We can actually go to resources lost.
Yeah, they're pretty even.
It is
actually
closer than I thought, and especially like the units lost is like almost identical.
So resources wise, yeah, that makes sense because of how much
Buildings and stuff.
the
that
buildings
have gone
and
down.
just the expensive units that have gone down. But the flock is starting to get ready.
And he just keeps building mutas. I mean, it's really all he
He has
needs
no
to
reason
build.
not to.
Yeah.
You get enough mutas and
Yeah,
they just
I'm
don't
telling.
care. Hydrogen is going down, which
Space is being harassed again, but only by 2 Lings, so that'll be cleaned up pretty
that'll get
quickly.
cleaned by those. Look at that splash damage. Glaive Worm is so cool. Ooh, we got tunnel roaches. Those get seen as well, so if they go underground, the
But so much damage
overseers
already
are
on
already
them.
being created, so he's ready for that as well. GG is called.
And there we
Lingboy
go.
tying it up 1-1 in the series.
So next,
next
in
map.
alphabetical order, Kairos Junction.
I love it that they did that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the community here is just so sick. We have literally their games up on like a huge projector just right behind them, but because everyone's a cool guy and not, you know, scummy, everyone's cool with it. No one's
Exactly.
gonna cheat. We're all chill.
Plus, I mean, if you have the time to actually look behind you at that screen,
Yeah.
you have to be a god to be able to play blind because that look could kill you.
Yeah, that's a couple of seconds that you really can't afford most games. Maybe at like the very beginning, but you kind of know what they're doing. Other than the first game.
The only
Maybe
way,
if you looked
the
at the
only
first game.
way that it would have benefited is at the very beginning of the cheesing.
Yeah.
But everything else, Zerg is pretty linear as far as their openers go.
Yeah, if you look at the production
Similar
tab,
to,
it's almost always the exact same.
It's pretty similar to, I want to say, some of the basic Protoss builds. Terran is roughly, I want to say, what, Protoss has the most variation of builds, really, when it comes to that.
Like the first minute,
yeah,
you mean?
You're first minute, you can go for a fast expand, you can go for gateway pressure.
The timing of the cyber and the expand do vary a little bit between each race you're playing against and kind of what you want to do.
Which that also would come into play with, I think it's considered that Protoss is the one that needs to know what race they're up against. Because they have so much variation of what they can decide.
Rushing. Yeah, no, the first first pylon placement is huge, and it literally varies with each one. Against, here, wait, let's introduce them real quick. Top left.
Before we keep on the tangent, because we know.
Until we talk about PvP. Top left, the blue Zerg is Lingboy, playing from Alpha X.
Yeah. And in the bottom right, why can I never say his name right? Aspidistra.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that's how you say it.
Aspidistra, I think.
Something like that. Still need to ask him where he came up with that name, because I am very curious.
Yeah, it is a very unique name. But yeah,
as we were saying, because everything's looking very normal right now.
Yeah, this is how you usually expect it to go. That first pylon, even against different races, against PvZ, you want to build it here and wall off your second base. PvP, you have to build it here to be able to block off your ramp for adept shades. PvT, you actually build it in your mineral line, kind of over here-ish, or back here, to start walling off and creating a sim city for the Reaper.
Interesting, because what I usually do is whenever I do play Protoss, especially on this map, I set stuff in all the Reaper jump points. So you start off just blocking off.
Like
so
this.
You put your first pylon right there, and then you put the gateway, and then I'll completely wall that off. They can't jump up, and they can't jump up off to the back as well. This is your only way in, besides going up the ramp or jumping through your natural, which at that point you're going to have something to...
A stalker or something, yeah. No, yeah, that's also very common with PvT is finding those jump points. Building in the mineral line is just a nice one that isn't map dependent, because sometimes a cliff will look like a cliff you can jump up and you can't, or you build it in a slightly wrong position. Or the worst is if you do kind of a wall thing, and then your first gateway unit accidentally goes under it, and you're well, that's just a worthless unit, or have to rebuild a pylon.
Or just get a work person.
While destroying it.
Yeah,
but if that's your first gateway unit.
If that stalker is stuck right there, at least he's static defense. He can still be helpful.
You can build a robo and a warp prism to get that stalker back.
Worth.
Your net gain might not be great, but
you may have killed a 150 resource unit, but you know what? You got your stalker out. That 200. Or they're 100, right?
No, Stalker? 125 and 50, I believe.
Okay, so, yeah,
you got 175 worth of resources
versus a 150.
For a shite ton. I think War Prism's 225 minerals, and then Robo Bay is 175, 150 or something.
But hey, you got your Stalker.
But you got your Stalker.
Or, better yet, just get Blink.
Yeah, that's another cheap.
It's a lot faster.
A nice cheap investment to get that stalker out.
It's fast now.
All right, they're both going for the Bane Nest. Aspidistra trying to stop this third.
So the reason we're able to just kind of go on about random stuff right now because they're playing the exact same right now.
Yeah, and this is what you'll usually see if you don't see the spine crawler push out.
If the giraffes are not on their way,
yeah, this is what you're looking at. You're going to Banelings. You're getting your third up. Roach Warren from Lingboy.
He's changing it up.
So that will be the first kind of difference in their tech trees.
I'd also like to mention these glorious war chest skins. You can go on to Blizzard. You can either buy it on the website or buy it in game. Help the WCS.
Aspidistra's gonna get this.
Oh, the big explosion!
But that third base is kind of huge because Aspidistra's isn't touched.
It's pretty big, but also at the same time, he did. How many Banelings did he just lose that were morphing in? So you got 50 minerals plus Off the top of my head, I don't remember how much it costs to make a Baneling. So,
No, but if you look at the resources lost,
yeah, it's definitely...
it like almost doesn't matter that he
Yeah.
lost those. I mean, the roaches are going to be interesting, especially if he gets like a good clump before Aspidistra really notices it. I'm going to see if he should. Okay, yeah, Aspidistra knows it's a roach warren at least.
Those Banes did nothing.
Yeah, and these Lings are going to do even less. Especially with Transfuse, dude.
Transfuse coming out.
There's like one, maybe two Lings attacking at one time. Like, you're not going to be able to break
Such a good
that.
wall off.
However, again, well, he doesn't
He's
have
not
it.
doing anything with it, and he doesn't
He's
have...
actually down on workers, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
No,
he's above.
just barely above with 2. But not really.
That makes sense, though, because there were some workers that were killed with the third expansion.
Oh, over there, yeah. So Aspidistra maybe with like a slight lead. Not an army though. Yeah.
They're even
So
now.
supply, it's like 11. Because those roaches are the really big thing. You know, Ling and Bane. Not that they don't matter, but when you get a big clump of roaches, that just starts tearing through like Lings and everything. Now it looks like Lingboy might be moving out
Going
to
for a timing attack.
put some pressure on.
This is a... this could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he has a
Aspidistra does
lot
not
of
have
roaches.
really anything to defend.
Oh, and if he pulls them apart with this
if he-
Ling run by, these
and
roaches
then
are going to
these
get in here.
roaches and a Baneling.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're all A moving. I think he has... if we can put it on Lingboy's vision real quick. Yeah, he has everything on one command group right now, so he's relying on a single army at the moment, but...
Oh, and the roach numbers.
This is going to get cleaned up.
Oh, 8 to 9, yeah. Aspidistra does have the
But
numbers.
he does snipe a queen. It's not a bad trade, but he does lose all of those roaches.
And he doesn't. He just threw down his third, so like, I don't know. It's gonna be scary.
I honestly think he's behind right now.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, Worker County's got a slight lead.
He does have very explosive gameplay, though. I do know he can spontaneously start catching up.
And did he
but
just put down a 4?
He did. He is taking the fourth. He's hovering a lot of it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I'm surprised we don't see a macro hatch also thrown down.
The hive cluster is under
Yep, that's going to start getting attacked again.
Let's see if he responds to it. Right now, he's just focusing
Well,
on this
It looks,
roach
like
army.
it looks like it's just like a Ling that's attacking, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it was a couple Lings.
Yeah.
These roaches are going to get cleaned up.
And that arc is beautiful from Aspidistra.
That was a phenomenal concave.
Aspidistra might be taking this game.
This is
Ooh,
definitely
the
looking
wall
like his
definitely
game.
working against him, though. Hard to get that wraparound, but nothing blocking it. He's actually getting a lot of roaches in there.
Oh, but he
Workers
has to
will be
pull
pulled.
the drones. Drones are terrible against roaches.
And the wall actually might work now better for Aspidistra because he has the range, you know?
But he holds. He is currently holding. He might suffer some more losses.
I feel like, yeah, he should be doing more of this stuff. He should be taking out this third, checking on that
Yeah,
fourth.
he definitely needs to split Lingboy's attention if he wants to continue to take this
Because that's
game.
just going to lose, yeah. Because the one big thing he has isn't his army, but it's his economy. And if he loses that, if Lingboy does get both these bases up, well, he lost some drones now, but he had the drone lead. He's going to drone back up. He might be able to come back in
all
this.
about that economy game, too.
Yeah.
I do love that this is basically Robot Zerg versus regular Zerg.
I do love the skin that Lingboy is using.
Yeah,
It just looks so cool.
these symbiote or stimulant. That's what it's called. I was gonna call him a symbiote, but that's not right. I really love the skin that they have for those. And what's really cool is the Game Heart engine. It occasionally doesn't show the skins for the players, but for us, we get to see it.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. Okay. Because I know some people have complained about skins.
Yeah, so some skins, they don't actually do anything because we don't have to worry about like hitbox sizes and everything because everything's roughly the same.
Mm-hmm.
But people were concerned that because we're adding skins, that means that there could be hitbox issues. Understandable. And so,
Or didn't Scarlet complain about like not knowing what a unit was or something?
yeah, so sometimes the units will look completely different. Like I use the Mirror's Marauders skins as a prime example. Those look like infested Terrans, and so if you're playing a game, you might forget that that's your own unit if you're not used to it.
Yeah, or as
So,
Zerg,
like,
you
I
might
would-
think it is your unit,
Exactly.
and then yeah.
Like I would constantly make Marauders.
Raptors just destroyed all that.
That is such. I mean, this game has been back and forth. It really has. Now the exact same thing, just different part of the map.
Oh god, and these corrosive
God,
vials
the
are doing
corrosive
so much
vials.
damage. And Aspidistra's just not maneuvering around them
Yeah,
correctly.
I know we said important, but the GG is called.
Lingboy goes up.
2-1.
Yep.
Lingboy, well on his way to taking this series
And the tournament.
and the tournament.
This is grand finals. This is it. I actually would like to see this graph because yeah, it
That's
goes
what I was
so
saying-
back
that's what I
and
was saying
forth.
about the Mirror's Marauders. When I was playing using those skins, because I didn't unlock all of them during the war chest, I kept forgetting that my Marines and my Marauders were my Marines and my Marauders. And so I would kill them thinking it was an opponent.
Oh, that's
And so
bad.
I would get really salty going, wow, this looks like a freaking Zerg unit. So I had to unequip them because I kept forgetting.
That's really funny.
So I was like, you know what? I'm unequipping this for now
Yeah,
on.
no,
I will
I
not
could-
use these skins.
I could totally see that if like if a zealot skin looked like an infested proto, you know,
Yeah,
like
you just go, oh, this is an infested
start
Terran. I'm gonna
attacking
kill
them.
it.
Yeah, with like my entire army just like, doop. Oh well.
And then you're like, ah, that was mine. All right, nice.
Sick.
It's like, cool. Hurting myself. He's Terran.
Oh, he always does that.
They're in a game. They're just playing.
Oh god damn it.
All right, he invited.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops. That would have been awkward. There we go. Keep it that way.
All right, so we're going to game 4, 3, 4, because it's 2-1. I can do math. This is the 4th. All right.
Quick maths. All right, we're gonna get right into it with this glorious ZVC. Seems to be the theme at this place.
Yeah. Oh god.
We have a lot of Zergs. Part of the reason I've considered leaving Zerg and playing Terran, but then I remember I like Zerg more. But anyway, starting in the top left, on King's Cove, we have the reigning champion, Lingboy.
And in the bottom right, got a game. Had a lead in the last game, so definitely can do it. We got the purple Zerg, Aspidistra.
The simulant versus the swarm. Whose hive mind is better? The pre-programmed or the biological? We shall see tonight.
All right, it's looking like, oh, they're both going pool first.
This
That's
is very
actually sick.
interesting.
Yeah.
They have played the exact same, except for map 1.
That one was a
They have played the
weird one.
exact same builds.
Yeah, this is crazy kind of that they both went for this more aggressive build.
We were joking earlier when talking about how it seemed as if people had downloaded the Cannon Rush and how to deal with it. Everyone realized the answer was 12 pool. So we were like, as a swarm, we have agreed this is how we beat them. We are all a hive mind, and we've sent out this message to everyone. We're like, guys, listen, you can beat it, just do a 12 pool and you win. But it
And-
seems like that hive mind is working against them now because they're doing the exact same thing.
But Aspidistra is not going for an expand at all. He's going like all
He's
in
going all in.
with these
Ooh.
lings. So luckily Lingboy will have
Actually, he's completely stopped worker production too.
no, I think he's like fully committed to this.
How many workers does he have? What's he stopped at? Stopped at 13? Okay. If he goes to 17, that'll be a Ling Flood all in.
He's building one worker. All right. And a hatch. So he just wants a really heavy aggression at the beginning. When Lingboy with a really early Baneling nest, gonna get instantly scouted though.
The Queen's out. All right.
Nice, should be able to hold
Oh, that's
that.
good.
And pretty good drone micro, getting one ling.
It's always better to lose some mining time than it is to lose the workers.
Mm-hmm.
Overlord died. Rest in peace, kind sir. You served your swarm well.
He's going back and forth a little bit. But honestly, probably just not enough damage done by Aspidistra.
Yeah, with how aggressive of an opener he did, I don't know if I agree with just not getting damage. He
he's
didn't do
still
enough.
only at 16 probes.
If he's stopping at, but he might try to transition out of it. Lingboy does have 19 to the 16, so it's.
And he's not even ahead on Lings because of that like first push, just not doing much and
And the
all those
Baneling
things
Nest
dying.
is already out for Lingboy.
Yeah, Lingboy got his Baneling Nest really early. That seemed to be more of his reasoning behind the early pool, where Aspidistra's was to put on that early aggression that didn't really do much.
I think Lingboy just
Oh, nice hit. One Ling gets out of
that
there.
one Ling goes, damn.
Oh,
no.
it's the rocks. He's got to run. Go.
Run, little buddy, run! The robots are trying to eat you. They can't even eat.
We got some defensive Banes coming in.
Defensive Banes, very solid. Goes ahead and pushes that off. That Ling, oh my god.
Oh, this Ling's a champ,
That
dude.
Ling, give him a gold medal.
That Ling is
0
a
kills.
champ.
He's a coward, but it's fine.
But he got out of there. He's alive.
He is alive to tell the tale. Oh, that little Ling. Poor guy. Oh, he is
interesting
immediately dead.
queuing. And I don't know how worth it that was. A Bane just exploded on a Bane being created and didn't kill it.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's like somehow like trying to kill like a baby and like you just like dying before the baby. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're the future form of that and you just got destroyed. Weird metaphor, but you
You
get it.
successfully screwed up so bad that you couldn't even complete your task, Terminator.
All right, Aspidistra moving out. Has a decent army.
Waddly boys are going in. Oh, the 3-for-2 special.
He's just about doubled on all the army units, basically, compared to Lingboys.
You know what I'd like to see? Baneling drops. I'd really like to see some Baneling drops.
That would be pretty
I don't think we'll see it, but I'd like to
Yeah, it seems like,
see it. They like playing a really honest back and forth, it seems.
yeah. And then someone's just gonna go mute us.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
It's so hard to call it when, like, everyone's going Bane, so you just see explode.
Oh, my
Okay, no, that was in
God.
Lingboy's
Oh
favor.
my
I can call that.
ZVZ is just so much shenanigans.
Jesus.
Oh, that
Oh, one more leg.
He's like, I'ma get you. Oh,
It's getting ridiculous.
2-for-2. Oh my god.
And they're both just building more Lings.
The GG is
Oh,
called.
Aspidistra sees it. All right.
3-1. Lingboy.
Yeah, they had like that little micro battle, and then the he got those Banes on like all of his Lings, and that was pretty much the game.
That was so gross.
And for by his hand, the prize is like 30-40 bucks.
I mean,
I think it should be
$5 per
40
person.
bucks.
We
Yeah,
have
8 people. King, so we're gonna do new repugnancy. But yeah, so we got 40 bucks. We'll probably do
Thunder.
30-10 split. Second place get their money back, and then Lingboy will be going home with 30 bucks, maybe.
I
I
mean,
don't
this
wanna
has
call
been
it.
pretty solid. So I don't know if he's gonna pull out the giraffes again.
I was gonna say, I feel like
if he goes
he
for
kind
it,
of has to. Like the one game he won
I
was
mean,
the
that-
cheese.
I would think. I don't know how to.
Keep cannon rushing.
Lingboy is so solid that I think he would just figure out how to deal with it, which would just be see it before it happens.
And he could have seen it. Like
It was right
in his
there.
vision.
He just didn't look at it.
Yeah,
immediately.
$10 was the buy-in. It's 5 to the venue and then 5 to the entry for these ones. And then next month we'll actually have a 10-10 one, so it'll be $20 buy-in, $10 to the tournament, and then $10 to the venue. But starting off, Game 5, up 3-1, needing just one game to win the set and the tournament.
Early gas.
It's Lingboy.
Look at that freaking out texture. All right, and in the top right, he may be down, but he is definitely not out. It is Aspidistra.
All right, yeah. Now Lingboy going with that early gas, early pool.
This is a very aggressive build.
He might just be going for those early Banes again. That worked out pretty well.
Honestly, yeah. I think going for early Banes is really solid. I think he's expecting that there's going to be cheese.
And
When
kind of
you're
should.
down like that, you have nothing else to lose at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of like in football, you know, they're gonna go for 2 when like they need it. You know, they're gonna go for like that kind of weird or a squib kick or something just odd.
Something sports ball related.
Yeah, sports ball. I think they throw the basket.
Basketball.
But yeah, basically when your back's against the ropes, you kind of have to pull out something goofy.
You ever think about that StarCraft kind of has some basketball rules? I mean,
And what?
you can BM your opponent. Basketball lets you BM your opponent.
Oh,
the
you're
entire
talking
time.
about literal like the
movie
South
Basketball
Park guys.
Yeah. So, fun thing you can do. If you assign your worker to have the spray that is cheese, put it in a weird location so that your opponent goes by, and once they see that, like at the top of a ramp that your worker should never have gone to in its pathing, they will immediately freak out, even if they don't realize that they're going to go, what are they doing? Are they cheesing me? What's going on? The sprays are a mind game in and of itself, and I want to see more people use it.
That would be. I would
M.
enjoy
Canning
that.
does it a lot. His is the cheese wedge, and it is fantastic.
All right, Lingboy's got these early lings out. Workers being pulled to
There's
try
a
to
ton of
keep
workers.
this. Yeah. I mean, he.
Oh,
Yeah. Workers better get the hell out of there.
You better run.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot.
Oh, the splits. Oh my God.
Oh.
He is.
Already, let me look at the units lost.
Lingboy is just saying.
525. It's been 2 minutes.
Lingboy is saying, listen, man. I understand you think we're gonna have an honest game, but I'm
Oh.
expecting you to do some shenanigans. You did it game 1. I'm gonna return the favor with some early banelings.
Even like without the second base, like the saturation
Like
just
16 to 9.
and like if you want to build anything like a Bane nest,
He won't
yeah,
have
you're
the
getting rid of
economy
those
for it.
workers. Yeah, it's just gonna be really rough.
I mean, he is now behind what you start with.
Yeah, workers wise, you mean like
He's down to 9. We're looking at he made 1 worker back in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm.
yeah, that's rough. 7 on the mineral line.
That is absolutely
Crazy
rough.
low.
And the expansion going ahead, dropping for Lingboy. I mean, he could just take this and run. He really could. What's the
Yeah,
production looking like?
I think Lingboy,
he's-
is just trying to macro up a little bit. I think he just got more workers. I mean, he knows he's got to be ahead on workers. The only
But
thing
the
he's got to
problem
worry
is now
about
he has to worry about this.
I was gonna say, yeah,
There's
the
going
only
to be a
thing
run by.
is,
Which-
Aspidistra going to get some lings.
And Aspidistra has 2 Banes coming down. We do have the 2 Banes just
Oh,
showing
look
the
at the little
puppy.
doggy. How are you alive in this world?
That's one of the few creatures in this game that you cannot kill, which is a good thing. It
Oh,
does-
that is nice. These lings trying to do it, trying to intimidate him.
Yeah, they're like, sup, man? I'm you. How's it going? When we infest this world, you're going to be me. And then the dog says no.
Oh, nice
Bugger off.
micro. Taking out 1 Bane already. There's only 1 other Bane, I think, to defend.
This, the 3 Banes coming down. We got the epic Terran music playing right now.
And the ZVZ, both the Banes like in eyesight of each other. Oh, I thought those were Aspidistras.
Oh, but I think this backfired on Lingboy.
Oh yeah, this could be a lot of damage. Queen's gonna
That
get
queen
surrounded.
is
Queen's gonna
going
get
to
killed.
die.
Nice drones over here.
Oh, but he does have his Baneling. Those Banelings finished. I am shocked that they did. I would have thought that he would have
Yeah,
killed those
Aspidistra
off.
decided to kind of ignore
He
the
wanted, to go,
Banes.
he wanted to go for the economy, which is understandable, but
I mean,
I
did
think
not do
I think
enough.
he should have shut down the Banes.
21 workers still. Yeah.
21 to 9.
Oh, that was a
is
nice Baneling.
He has completely stopped making workers. Aspidistra has given up on making workers.
I think that's probably game.
Yeah, he's committing.
Lingboy
so
defended the
hard.
initial attack, and now he can actually just build lings and still be so ahead on economy.
As much as I like the idea of going for the aggression, I really think Aspidistra should have just macroed. He should have fell
especially
back. He
after
should
that
have fell back.
first.
Losing that much, he should have said, okay. Lingboy did lose a lot of supply in Lings. So, I should just go ahead and macro up, keep an eye on him, send my Lings out. I had enough. Go ahead and keep him in check.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's just now starting to macro up with one drop.
After that first initial attack, that did get, he got some Banes canceled. He kind of ignored those and went for the economic damage. After that, I think, yeah, just start macroing up, start building drones.
It would have been a lot safer. He would actually have the economy, because right now, Lingboy just has an economy. Like,
yeah, I mean, if we look at units, 29 to 11. Like, it's not even close, even though he has the second
economy is
base.
still extremely low. This is a very low economy game. But he just doesn't have enough. He
got
only has 9.
9 on that and 2.
9 of 16 on there.
That's nothing, and no gas
and the
being
Lings
mined.
just all die.
Like, if we want to look at, like, a income, that's,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
says a lot. Oh, there we go. A little bit of
and
micro.
trading okay, but the trading is not going to be good enough. If you're this
Banelings
close,
are going to be like, oh, there's only...
don't even explode. Like, we
No.
don't even want these kills. Like,
no, not worth it. Give me the juicy ones.
and if he gets like
those-
more than one worker,
There we
we go.
I mean,
8 workers.
8 to 31. Wow.
I mean, his
I don't-
income
I-
was at 55 for a second.
I hate to say it, but he can't come back from this. At this point, he cannot come back.
Yeah, I really don't see much of a way for him to get back from this.
I mean,
He's gonna push out with some lings. He's gonna create some more lings, but he's not even. I think he's just going for a Hail Mary.
Yeah, he's just saying.
I mean, he
know
doesn't
what?
even have enough minerals to like
He can't even use his larva.
to build. Yeah, like look how much larva that is.
He's just been injecting, but he
injected
can't
the
use it.
shit out of that hatch, dude.
The GG is called. He's realized
Yeah,
it.
that's gonna be it.
4-1. Lingboy taking it, defending his title all the way to the winners bracket into grand finals. GG.
Yeah,
What a night.
Lingboy just dominating. Lingboy only dropping 2 games.